Good evening. We begin with a developing story. The Kern High School District announcing it is suspending in-person classes and sports for the time being as the county sees a resurgence of coronavirus in our community. It's not clear when classes might pick back up, but there is talk tonight about the impact that it's having on student athletes. Of course, our 23 ABC Sports Director Kari Osep is joining us live tonight at Centennial High School in Northwest Bakersfield with more details. Kari?
Hi, Jess. It's kind of a weird feeling, right? Just a week ago, we were trying to be grateful for everything that this year has given us with the week of Thanksgiving. And then we get the news right around 3 p.m. today that the Kern High School District, as you mentioned, has suspended in-person activity both for athletics and for students. And again, that followed along with the CIF, the California Interscholastic Federation, also announced that they're not only suspending their full practices until at least January, but they're also suspending competitions. And that means the cancellation of those championships that we usually see around this time. So of course we have a lot up in the air, but to help bring some clarity for me here at Centennial High School, I'm joined by Stan Greene, who is the Director of School Support Services at the Kern High School District. And Stan, you oversee athletics, so obviously we've been in touch and in contact throughout this entire time, but this is the news we may have expected with the cases surging, but of course it's news that many people did not want to hear. So if you can bring some clarity at first with what the information means for Kern High School District as of now for athletic activity.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's really unfortunate that this has happened. And for us, what it means is we're pausing our on-campus conditioning that's been going on since October 28th, just because of the surge in the cases. So our leadership decided that it was the right time for us to pause on-campus activities, including conditioning, and that's what we're going to do until we get additional guidance from the CDPH and the CIF.
And then mention the CIF there, so obviously we got that news as well that they're kind of delaying their sports schedule as well. So how much does that play in part for you guys in your decision making for the Kern High School District?
Well, I don't see, we've been waiting for something from the CDPH and the CIF for a long time. So for us, it was a matter of we needed to take action. And the case numbers locally are so high that it just made logical sense for us to pause and take a step back until things sorted out. And oddly enough, an hour later, CIF puts out that they've canceled the regional and state playoff events for season 1, which really what that does is it buys us more time. So if you chunk off the end of that, now we have non-league, league, and section playoffs are still out there. And as we move forward, if things get better, obviously I think CIF will allow that all to happen. If it doesn't, you could see part of that go away as well.
Yeah, and I know something you've been very honest about this the entire time, that your heart goes out not only to the student athletes, but the coaches, the parents, everyone that's been impacted. So what's your message for them out there before we let you go here on what this all means?
It makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It almost makes me want to cry. I mean, it's just sad for our kids and our families, and they've put so much time into athletics. And for most of them, especially the seniors, this is probably the end of their career. And it just breaks my heart to even think that we could be in a position where our seniors don't get an opportunity. And that's really sad, and it's a tough pill to swallow, and I hope we don't have to do that.
Yeah, well, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to join me here and bring us some more information. And as you guys know, a lot of emotions here at Centennial High School. We'll hear from the head coach of the football team later at 6. But for now, live outside of Centennial High School, I'm Kari Osep. I'll send it back to you.